Welcome back. We are just sneaking down into the cellar. There's a pickaxe and it sounds like dwarven stuff, dwemer stuff. Always dwemer stuff all over the place. Of course, in the first Solstheim there was no dwemer stuff, but maybe they're just discovering it. Now what do we have here? We have Bjornfur, who's got a bloodstained letter and a little bit of treasure. Let's have a look at that bloodstained letter. Of course, he's the guy who came along to rescue him. Do not come to this place. I have not much self left. The earth will take us both. Well, that's a great letter. That's a nice keepsake, of course. What have I got here? Magica potion and a potion of magica. That is okay treasure. Dwarven. This is called Dwarven, not Dwemer. Maybe it's always been like that. I didn't realise. Leather helmet of major alteration, kind of rubbish, yeah, just minor treasure here. But I thought there was going to be a little adventure. That is anticlimactic, isn't it? It's almost like True Blood or one of those rubbish soaps like True Blood, where you expect there to be excitement, but there isn't. Anyway, we'll make up for that by running out of this place. At least we kill those marauders who did all this. And we'll go to that Fort Frostmoth. Not too far now. At least we've killed a couple of ash spawn though, and killed a couple of reavers. I just don't know who these reavers are. In the original, I keep on talking about the original, there were lots of evil spriggans and there were loads of these beings, these little reichling beings. Of course, things have changed. So, we'll take these potions, and this looks like a Fort Frostmoth ahead of us. Well, that's some sort of castle. This place is really small. The scale is actually quite small. Let's go into sneak mode. What are these? This must be some sort of path. But that certainly looks like a fort. In the sort of classic fort ruin type of thing. Here we are, it's Fort Frostmoth. I shall switch to my favoured weapon, which is the bow and elven arrows. Why not? I don't think the Ashspawn are affected by poison, so I won't really poison anything up. Fort Frostmoth didn't look like this. Of course, this was swallowed in the ash storm when Red Mountain exploded. It used to be a very nice square fort, and it used to be a bit like the castle near Sadrath Mora, with nice corridors, nice little rooms, a nice place for you to sleep, and there's Red Mountain erupting in the background. There used to be a big hole, of course, because there was a invasion from someone. Don't remember the entire story now. But this looks as if it's been half covered in ash. And I've looked all the way around. Doesn't seem to be an easy way in. So this is obviously a derelict ruin, and there is a ash person over there. Let's just say hi to him. These ash spawn, of course, they sometimes, or maybe he is keeping watch. Maybe he's the guard. Because I was thinking that this would be the place where we get in, but obviously there is a dock over here. No, that is the way in. And this is a little dock. This is where, oh, this is where the old dock used to be. I really like this. I really like how they've looked at what used to be there and made a version. You're not going to catch me, I'm a fast little cat. And you don't do too much damage either. For some reason my arrows weren't doing too much. Maybe he's a higher leveled guy. No, I just wasn't I just wasn't doing those critical attacks on him. I don't pick up ore, I don't really need ore. Yeah, so this is actually where we'd originally come from. And I wonder if you can actually end up swimming over to Vardenfall. I don't know if anyone's tried that. Let's have a look at what's on this. I don't have much breath on me. Most of this ship appears to be underwater though. Maybe it's for decoration and there's not much to it. You can't actually access those barrows. Don't tell me I got stuck down here. What's that about? Ooh, over here, flashing Nern routes, flashing Nern routes. But after this little sightseeing tour, we will go on and have a go at what's in Fort Frostmoth, because that's what we've come for. We searched him already. I was thinking about the atmosphere of this, and it still is very Skyrim-esque atmosphere. Doesn't quite feel like Morrowind for some reason.
Men, an invader has entered the fort. Prepare yourselves for an ambush. Fort Frostmoth will never fall. Long live the Empire!
Where are you? You're just like speaking directly into my ear. So, these Ashspawn have really cool weapons. And they make little grunting noises as well. I'm sure there's one above me. Sounds as if one of them is really close. But I don't care, I want him. Right, so there is someone according to my little sat-nav over here. Oh, there's someone. So as long as you move away from your hiding place, you don't actually get seen. These guys appear particularly vulnerable to flames, or maybe that's just sneaking. I'll have to eat one of those spawn ash to see what they do. Right, so that person didn't leave anything at all. I thought at least he'd give me something. But this is what's happened to poor old Fort Frostmourne. At least they've upgraded their soldiers. Instead of having crappy Imperial people, they now have these ash spawn, which are pretty hardcore. What's in here? Ash spawn? Can't even use that. But I think that's kind of neat to have. No, why use that? Okay, let's use our blade. Elven dagger. Reason why we do so much damage is that we've got our Dark Brotherhood gloves on. I wonder why the atmosphere. Wonder if, sorry, the atmosphere is different. Because it's just darker than Morrowind. The sky is just darker. Because in Morrowind everything was bright, and I guess this is in the northern hemisphere, far northern hemisphere, and that's why everything's dull. But anyway, let's concentrate. Now we're down here. They're just like normal people. Right. I can't sneak up on him. I'm sure I can actually, but let's use an ebony arrow on him. What? What happened there? So that arrow seemed to pass through his groin somewhere else. Because he went looking for it over here. Okay, alright. It gives me a chance to backstab him anyway. And what do we have here? Plates. Oh, another person. I don't know where. Oh, there's the floating ash pile somewhere. Can't see it. What's he got? He's got some sort of volcanic rock as a weapon. I'm not taking the gold because pretty much the gold is really heavy and not worth taking. I know I'm taking books, so that's directly going against what I said. And here is the ebony arrow, so that ebony arrow flew straight through him, through the wall. Oh, never mind, it turned out good in the end. Coming back here because I saw a couple of potions that I want to take. Just healing potions, nothing special. So I just wonder if I'm going to uncover the mystery of this place. What are these? I can't pick that up. Oh, I can. What is it? The iron greatsword. Imperial boots, Imperial light boots, and quite modern Imperial armour. Or East Empire Company strongbox. That makes sense because this was originally run by the East Empire Company. East Empire pendant, pretty cool. I think that's a quest item. And a few other things. Just minor treasure. There was a guy who you could speak to from the East Empire Company in Morrowind. But eventually you had to end up well, you could either side with him or you could kill him, and of course I ended up killing him. I think that was the lore consistent way to kill him, because in the end he turned out to be corrupt and evil. And the guy you end up supporting, he ends up going to Raven Rock and probably mating with one of the women that you end up taking there. Some fresh wheat and some books. I'm not going to take those books. I have too many. I'm going to take these steel arrows because I don't like using my decent arrows, my ebony arrows and my glass arrows. Oh, what is that? That is kind of scary. Oh, so we end up on the turrets. I guess that's what you call them. We get a nice view. Yay, my sneak has increased to 97. I think we can take these guys out with a backstab. Oh no, you're looking at me. No, I don't want that. Right, I didn't want that either. I'm just going to quickly swallow some healing potions because that wasn't particularly good of me. I should have at least taken a marksman potion or something else. Let's do vigorous healing. Yeah, a couple of potions of vigorous healing. There's nothing else up here actually. So what are we doing? What are we doing up here? Let's just get out. I don't think they can follow me down the ladder. I'm hidden anyway. Anyway, I always said I like showing mercy, especially to Ash Spawn. They're just poor Imperials that have been covered in ash, I guess. Who wants to kill them? Not me. Spiders? I wonder if we can find some still. Okay, what I need to do is I need to put on my great aim gauntlets. What else do I need? Bow cloak. Let's put on my scaled helm of archery as well. Make sure. Oh, I haven't got any of my decent stuff. I haven't got my ring of major archery on, and I haven't even got my necklace of archery on. Do I have a necklace of archery? I'm sure I do. Alchemy, Major Magicka. I can't see it for some reason. Maybe I just dumped it somewhere. But that's certainly why I'm doing so little damage to everyone with my bow. Ash spawn skirmisher, hey? So, I don't feel too clever now. I don't feel too clever because I haven't sorted out my equipment properly. And I've just left my decent equipment at home. And I'm wearing my necklace of smithing, which, you know, kinda good. I'm sure I had a necklace of archery. I'll have to make one if I don't. Well, we want something else. Let's at least put a necklace of dwindling magicka on, otherwise we are wasting a slot. Right, only one way to play this. If he's decided to calm himself down, we'll backstab him. And make sure that we've got the right things for that. I don't particularly want to go all the way back to Windhelm, where I've probably left things. Oh, there are 2 ash spawn now. Making me kind of feel scared and stuttery. Oh, there's one. Let's shoot him, because they're no. We're fast enough, and they are shuffly things. Oh. Right, they're too fast. They are just too fast. So, let's swallow a potion. And that's enough. We don't need anything more. Let's use my steel arrows. What am I doing? Using ebony when I can use steel. Especially if I'm using one of those fortified marksman potions, I don't really need anything else. What's this? Oh, I can't get through there, can you? Let's see if we can get through there. Oh, you can. Translucent, funny looking fire spiders, I think. Right. They don't look too friendly, do they? What's happened? What's happened? Kind of glitching here. I'm glitching. Oh, better. Something funny happened. Jumping flame spider, they're called. They resist fire damage. Is that a jumping ice one? Albino spider. I guess this is a bonus section. I can hear something pittering, pattering, heartstone deposits, and what else have we got here? A ruby geode. And a nice little stream. So we could spend our time mining. Let's see what this albino spider has. A spider pod. It doesn't seem to do anything. Let's take it. Our damaged spider pods. Now, what are these? Just gonna try breaking this. Let's see if we can smash this and break it. No, we can't. I thought for a moment that you could. Here's another albino spider pod. Something's detected me. It's a itsy bitsy spider coming to get me. It's running, it's running, it's running, it's running, it's running. There. Okay, he's gone. Now these jumping flame spiders, they seem to have altogether disintegrated. I don't know what they were carrying, but they've gone. Now I'm collecting these spider pods because I just wonder, are they used for a mission somewhere? I don't know. These heart stones as well, I did try to mine them earlier, but I didn't have very much luck. I just didn't do anything. I tried to mine, but it just wouldn't let me. Like that, just like that. Maybe it's because I just don't have the right pickaxe. And I think that's all the treasure that we'll find in here, if you can call spider pods treasure. That was a nice bonus section. Of course, I'll call that a bonus section, although you didn't have the typical kind of this is a bonus flash up. Right, this should be no problem for us. So it's almost right at the start. I haven't really bothered to increase my lockpicking skills or do any training on them because it just takes a little bit of trial and error. It's not a skill like in Oblivion, it's more like random luck and persistence. Okay, still got some Nord mead here. And some nice fresh cheeses. Nothing else though. So that's a bit disappointing. This is a collapsed area with a skelly and a note. Let's read this. This is my last letter. I don't know if you get any of them, but I'll keep them on me just in case I'm ever found. Something happened here, Selena. It's horrible. Something's happened at Red Mountain. Can't describe it. As if hundreds of Oblivion gates opened at its summit and spitting fire and death in all directions. Fort Frostmoth has been destroyed. The walls crumbled like loose dirt and the land is on fire. Everything around me smells of ash and of death. Don't know where anyone is. I've been trapped in one of the lower sections of the fort and don't expect to be rescued anytime soon. I miss you, Selena. I want to hold you and the children in my arms and tell you everything's going to be fine, but don't think that's going to happen. Give my love to Cirrus and Atia for me. Tell them their father died bravely defending the Empire so they can hold their heads high when they speak of me one day. You, my love, when you close your eyes at night, can think of me so my spirit can come home. Maximus Axius. And this is he. Let's loot him. Loads of letters. I'm going to have a look at these letters. Read them out. Number 1. It's been a difficult day. General Karras, that's the guy who's sending people to us, ordered us to help the labourers shore up the walls since they're starting to show their age. It was back-breaking work, but without extra support these walls won't stand up to siege. Some of the men are grumbling about the task, but I don't agree with them. General knows what's best for Fort Frostmoth, and I would follow him to oblivion and back if he asked. There's a supply ship due on Solstheim in a few weeks. I hope to send you all these daily letters I've been writing. I miss you. Can't wait to see you. That's the abridged version. Number 2. Euphemus was killed by one of those awful Racklings. We're escorting a supply wagon from Frostmoth to Ravenrock when a war party of those bastards ambushed us by the cliffs. We fought them off, but poor Euphemus was impaled by one of their spears. Healers couldn't do anything for him. I watched him slip away. Don't know if I can stand being here. My loyalty to the Empire, strong words of Carius, delivers to us at each morning muster are the only things keeping me going. The supply ship should arrive tomorrow. Promise to give him my letters. Okay, so why didn't he do that? Supply ship is due, hasn't arrived yet. No one knows what's happened to it. I keep on writing these letters. It's awful being isolated on Solstheim. Carius tells us we need to maintain Fort Frostmoth for the good of the Empire. I believe what he's saying. But I'm wondering if anyone on the Imperial Council gives a damn about this pile of rock. 4 soldiers have died in the last 2 years at Fort Frostmoth. It almost seems as if the Empire takes us all for granted. It expects us to sit out here and get chipped away like rock in the mines. My posting can't end soon enough. And that's the last letter. Well, that's kind of miserable. I'll keep them. Why do I keep them? Because I want to... this requires a key to open. Now, where do we get that key? Yeah, I want to keep them because they look nice on my bookshelf. Ha! Almost as long as a book, these letters. I'm going to save here. It's been a while since I've saved. Let's do a quick save. Flash, and then we're done. These look like vampire coffins. What? Is this some sort of evil necromancer or evil master vampire bringing them back? Hi. Anyone down there? No, let's just take you. What? How come you know where I am? Well, he only took 3 arrows. And I'm collecting all these nice spawn ash. Let's eat one of them, see what they do. If they kill me, I'll get angry. Spawn ash. I've got 13 of them. They weigh... well, I don't weigh anything. Ravage stamina, resist fire. Oh, ow. At least they resist fire, so I can combine them with snowberries. Make myself a nice couple of potions. Oh, my vision blurred a bit then. What's around this corner? A collapsed area. But I wonder how this all worked out. Bloody rags and bone meal. How did anything on Vardenfell survive? If Fort Frostmoth, which is across the sea, get crushed into ash? Did I just leave some gold? What was that about? We are looking for a key, by the way. Are you in one of these coffins, Mr. Carius? If you are, I'm going to loot you. And why are there lots of coffins in this place? Have you turned into some sort of evil dragon priest? Oh, I've just picked up an embalming tool. What's that about? What's this? Ebony Sword of Storms. Okay, I'll take it. Apparently there is a high chance of getting decent weaponry here, Daedric weaponry. Let's read this journal. It's been almost a month since unearthing the crypt at Fort Frostmoth. Haven't seen a single spark of life in the general's remains. Grafting the heartstone to the subject is proving much more difficult than I anticipated. I've used almost every method I can think of, and still there's no sign of reanimation. At this rate, it could be years before I make any progress, which is time I can't afford right now. If my vengeance comes to fruition, I need results. If not, I may need to resort to more drastic measures. Day 47. It appears that I'm making progress after my latest experiment. General Karras's eyes briefly opened. He moved his arms. It lasted for less than a few moments. It was the first sign of progress since I arrived here. A few of my assistants was insisting I was imagining things, but I dismissed them for their insolence. They won't be bothering anyone ever again, so they did. Day 55. General Karras awoke today. He bolted up right after my incantations and began staggering around like a blind man. He seemed to ignore my commands. In fact, hearing my voice seemed to increase his hostility. I was able to remove the heartstone before he became violent, but this isn't the result that I expected. Even though he's able to be awakened, I feel his real work has just begun. General is still unable or unwilling to listen to my commands. He's acting paranoid, appears to have his own free will. He's convinced that I'm a spy or the enemy, and I've had to restrain him to prevent him from attacking me. This is becoming intolerable. I'm wondering if someone with a heartstone can be commanded at all. If my experiments with Karras fail, I might have to resort to self-experimentation. Okay then. Just okay. Right. There's some Nord mead up there, not too interested in that. And bloody rags. Skulls. Robes. Nothing good at all. And no key. Oh, Fort Frostmoth key, here we are. I'll take the Argonian account as well. Now we've got the key, we can move on. So, these heartstones can apparently reanimate people. I haven't got one myself because I can't do any mining. I hope I don't need to end up mining anything. Let's get through here though. Ooh, that was a fast opening door. That's kind of shocking. Let's save here. And I guess this key leads us to the final part. Oh, and there he is. Maybe he's got some interesting dialogue, so that's clearly the guy. What's he got on him? He's got a key. He looks kind of evil, doesn't he?
There's an intruder in the fort. Repel him immediately.
Oh, bloody hell. Look, I could have just killed you, but I gave you a chance. Yeah. Okay, let's pause there. I'll come back and kill him afterwards.